Hey guys, Mapletail here. Welcome back to Rants and Draws, where I rant about warriors and, well, draw. Today we're talking about a warrior's spirit, and drawing Pebbleshine. And stream. First off, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And more fan art, check it out! This one's from Dreamy, and this one from Olive. I love them so much. Thank you guys. If you draw something you'd like me to see, feel free to tag me or DM me on any of the social medias linked in the description. Now, since this book came out the same day as Veil of Shadows, I didn't read it on release day, like I usually would. And I put off reading it for almost a month because of the first story, Pebbleshine's Kids. This wasn't because I dislike Pebbleshine or anything, but because I knew this novella was going to be tragedy after tragedy. And oh boy, was I right. This is one of those prequels that you know what is going to happen at every turn, and you know none of it is good. We know that Pebbleshine doesn't make it off that car. We know she never finds Hawkwing or SkyClan. We know she gets so close to the other 4 clans, but doesn't quite make it. We know she has her kits alone by a Thunderpath, and not in a clan like she desperately wanted. We know she dies on that very Thunderpath, and is forced to abandon her newborn children. But what I loved about this novella was all the things we didn't know. Like my boy Micah coming in to help Pebbleshine in labor. The second I read Yellowfur, I knew exactly who would come to help. I was just so happy to have a Dawn of the Clans cat make a return, especially one I liked so much. And Pebbleshine's death scene. Oh man. I'm really glad she didn't just randomly die on the Thunderpath, like hunting or something, like it seemed in A Vision of Shadows. She's smarter than that, especially after a whole novella of using cars and roads to get around. No, she died distracting a badger and saving her kids' lives. When that car hit her, I actually closed my eyes, like that was gonna help. It was just so shocking, even though I knew it was coming. And her choosing not to go to StarClan, but to watch over her daughters instead? Heartwarming. I just love how much she loves her family. And I'm really happy that we got to see Alderpaw and Needlepaw find the kits, or else this book would have ended really depressingly. It was great to read this scene from a new perspective. And Pebbleshine lying with her kits, maybe for the last time. Aww. This novella hit me a lot harder than they usually do, because I really like Pebbleshine, and her story just makes me really sad. But, like, in a good way, as I've always been drawn to these types of stories. And I liked that it seems to work with canon, unlike many of the novellas. I'm looking at you, Redtail's debt. Pebbleshine is just so determined and loving and wonderful, and I'm just really glad we got to see her again. Alright, let's talk about Tree's roots. First off, I loved the bit where Tree, or Earth rather, was like, my father, whoever he was, must have been small, and yellow. That just cracked me up. And then I got real sad when I realized that Earth and his best friend Stream were supposed to travel together, and that we've never met Stream. Oh god, he's gonna die, isn't he? Oh yep, there it is. Wow, chapter 2, huh? Lightning? Seriously? Right after Earth found him? How dare they get me attached to this baby just to take him away moments later. And then the sisters don't even sing for him? They did my poor boy so dirty this book. Wow, I am way too attached to a cat that I knew for like a chapter and a half. That's just how it goes sometimes, huh? That aside, I really liked getting some lore and context about the sisters, as I find the group really interesting. And it was cool to hear all the differences to the clans. Their different traditions and rituals and words, like Two Paws and Everkits. I really like the scene where Earth follows the sisters and gets to say goodbye to his littermate Ice. It was really sweet and the best case scenario of him going back. The whole time I was reading the book, I was trying to figure out why and when Earth changes his name to Tree. It's like a fun little mini mystery. Then I got to the bit about Root and started to understand. A yellow Tom, huh? I always figured Root Spring was named after the root that Violetshine grabbed onto in the river at the end of A Vision of Shadows. But no, he's named after his grandfather, isn't he? We've never met Root either. Oh no. A fox, of course. Poor Tree, honestly. He's just been miserable this whole book. Him and Root were so cute, though. At least he got one good parent, right? And now, we also know why Tree, in A Vision of Shadows, was so insistent on living alone as a loner. Just like his dad said, running with a friend or kin leads to being responsible for them. It's too hard to rely on another cat. If you lose them, it'll rip you apart. Damn foreshadowing. I love the reason for Tree choosing his name. Being named after the first time he felt safe. Oh, hey, another cat. Wait, a brown speckled white she-cat? Pregnant? Pebbleshine? Ah! Too soon. Wow, everyone around Tree dies, huh? Love that tie-in, though. The novellas usually feel pretty disconnected from each other, so this was a nice change. Man, I really liked Tree's roots. I love learning about Tree's backstory and seeing how he became the cat he is today, and how different he was as a kid. Last thing for this story is that I really like the quote, "A friendship you choose is sometimes stronger than kinship." Alright, last book. Mothwing's Secret. Right off the hop, I wish it was connected to the first two. A little 3 stories where the characters cross paths sort of deal. But it is Riverclan, so that's a pretty fair trade-off. I cannot believe they made me read Tadpole's death scene again. Haven't we lost enough this book? But I do really like how much his death actually had an impact on Mothwing, and how it inspired her to train as a medicine cat. I also like that her mentor Mudfur was also originally a warrior just like her. That was a nice connection to see brought up. I just love how passionate Mothwing is about being a good medicine cat, as it's something we don't often see. Probably because of ThunderClan's streak of forcing cats into the position. She just tries so hard, and Hawkfrost needs to chill the hell out. Like, she's doing her best here, buddy. It was also so nice to see all these old cats again. Leopardstar, Firestar, Cinderpelt, Leafpaw. Overall, though, I didn't like this story quite as much as the other two. It just felt a lot like treading over familiar territory. There just wasn't a lot of new stuff here, and Hawkfrost just kinda annoyed me the whole time. It's just really unlikable. All that said, I did like reading from Mothwing's perspective. She's a really interesting character, and it was fun to see her story firsthand. Thanks for watching. In all honesty, I wasn't going to do a video for this book, as I already had too many things planned out, but I really, really liked it. So I figured better late than never, right? Let me know which of these stories was your favorite, and I'll see you next Thursday.